Hi, I'm Janice Switlo. In a previous episode, I issued a warning about lawyers coming from BC. I'm going to issue another warning. There are a number of people who have been to law school, have not necessarily practiced law. And remember, graduating from law school is only the first step. They don't teach you the practice of law at law school. It's an academic exercise. The main education where you learn how to do things is through your articles. And that's why law students are often encouraged to gain articles at a large law firm, big law, so that they'll get exposed to a lot of areas of law. So anyhow, I'm issuing this warning because it appears that this was started by someone who really hadn't practiced law and actually know who's fond of issuing these statements, but I'm not going to name. I'm issuing a warning. Anybody who at any time says Canada is a successor state, I'm telling you to run. Do not rely on that person's advice for anything. That's such a fundamental flaw in legal thinking. And for someone who purports to be protecting treaty, to say that Canada is a successor state is to say that Canada is no longer bound by any of the treaties. It's absolutely ridiculous for someone purporting to speak and protect treaty to say Canada is a successor state. In the treaties, the party is the crown. So king, queen entered into those treaties. In those treaties, for example, treaties 1 to 11, they set out that the king or queen's successor, their heirs, the next king or queen, as the case may be, continues as a party to those treaties. That has nothing to do with a successor state. That's an heir of the crown succeeding into that position. In other words, these treaties don't die when the king or queen who entered into them dies. They carry on literally forever as long as there is a monarchy. The fact that Canada has been granted and at times has taken self-government from the crown over the years, and as such has assumed the financial liabilities under treaties, again does not make Canada a successor state. It's simply that Canada is how the Queen is going to deliver on her promises. The arm of her governments responsible are set out. That is not a successor state. It's trite to say Canada has the same head of state that Canada always has throughout this whole history of self-government, and that is the Crown. The Prime Minister of Canada is merely the head of government. And yes, while we have a constitutional monarchy, which means the monarch must listen to the advice of her Privy Council members, Canada is not a successor state. So please, whenever you see a document drafted and someone says, oh, let's throw that in, it sounds cool, it sounds like international law, not cool. Remove it. Do yourselves a favor. That's all I have to say about that.